Hello YouTube, we are back, and like I said, I am gonna do my friends section at least yet, and then probably, like I said, we're gonna do the firmament and anything else after we get to this. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Algiana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There are more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. Way's clear. After you, Lily. I didn't say what she said because we saw it in the last video.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
This wasn't the work of the Guardians, but of Theodoric. His army massacred the monks here decades ago. By the time the Black Wolf arrived, with his legion, it was already a ruin. We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. We got it. Hey, there's a thingy up there. Can you even get to that one? You might have to fly. A lot of these look like you have to fly to get to them. Yeah, you probably just fly up there. Or maybe there's a way to like jump down to it. I won't fuck with it though, because why bother? Do 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 do. God, just look at that tower to the southeast. How long did it take them to build it? Damn. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Agiana is due east, past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. I think that's one that we're gonna see do a mission at some point, so I'm not gonna bother trying to get to that ether current. I think. Worst case, I'll find it later. You giant ass cricket grasshopper bitch. Look at that fucking thing. Hop on away. Okay, before all else, because I made a huge error in my ways on a prior character, my healer. Get this crystal. I remember doing a mission and then doing like a mission that takes you out like somewhere over here or something. And then I was like, I'm gonna just teleport back. Oh, fuck, I didn't attune to the crystal. Well, shit. I had to run my ass back. Also, is this the place I think it is? Can't remember if it's all the way. No, it's not all the way. It's over here. Ironically, I skipped this one by accident when I played as my healer, so I had to come back to find this one. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, of course. Why did I miss that one? Like, it's the easiest one to get to. Because it's literally in the city. Or town, I guess. Village, whatever. Now we can continue. I couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. My memories are hazy at best. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Yana? It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be. Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because of many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why you came to this particular village, it's rumored that Yana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance. And rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. I must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Hell yeah. I couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. Remember? Okay, she's same thing. Rigonfried, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Hey, elder. I have questions. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Pelagiana. I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, your comrades of Mefrid. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you come to steal away what few remain. Griffin was a traitor and a madman. We had no part in his schemes. We had made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time, cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our God, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards, with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go, now. Leave us be, and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too. My home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hex. And I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralger. Last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive. I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. My sister never will. Lots of others won't either. And that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. How'd you say I've got no right to tell you to leave? Diana is as much your home as it is mine. I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. You didn't come here to fight. Hope I haven't made a mess of things. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping he might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, but it's hardly settled, it's hardly settled. but I say we approach the villagers directly and see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Missions everywhere! Death by 1,000 rocks. New face in Yana. Huh? What would you ask of me then? Do you need help? A stranger and a generous soul besides bullocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. Hey, I'm just trying to help. On the other hand, if you're an Imperial agent, I expect you to go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Yeah, sure. Right, then. Brighton Kerr is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. What do you need help with? Ma'am? You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Do you need help? I can help. Looking for folks down on their left. Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days, I can hardly walk for the pain. Am I blind? I mean, she's sitting down. I'm sure there's other signs, but I'm like, what do I actually make it obvious that she's not just taking a rest or something? Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor is right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I need to grind a Cuplio horn and a hornbill talon for blend. Okay, I can go kill him. Yeah, you'll go and get some for me. Just like that? You needn't trouble yourself, though. Yeah, get some medicine. Come here, you little fuckers. Give me your horn. I was like, I couldn't remember what I needed from. Horn obtained. Let's go get the talon. We'll get the talon, and then I think. Oh, it's actually further that way. Okay. So he's kind of keep going. Not necessarily out of the way. Damn. You had some good eyesight. Give me your talon. The damage. I'm gonna have to go my inventory. What do I have in my chocobo? A lot of random shit. Okay. Next video we unlock whatever else and whatnot. I'm gonna have to do some cleanup. Dun, 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 dun. Where be is the leftovers? Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother just sent someone in his stead. But so be it. It's all in the sack over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mine, so be careful when you pick them up. See, I did all of this. And then I went back like, oh, I can just teleport back. And I fucking forgot to get the crystal, so I had to hoof it all the way back. Which isn't a big deal. And of course it's free to do that versus, you know, paying a little bit of gil every time you teleport, but whatever. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagayana? Here's your shit. Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. Dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You were with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time. So I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it had made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what a lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. And by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. I'm sorry. It's a sad story. But what do you expect with the Imperials? Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers? Yeah, here. Unsubstantially heavy sacks. You load 10 and 6 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. What the fuck? There's a song in the description? Huh? Well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged. Much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got a good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarryman. All the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side. To bundle up and sell to the saltiers what trade with the Resistance. It's a living and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an Imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway providence 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the Resistance, so this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. And I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That we know why you're here. And that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Aw. I haven't even done much today, and I'm already knackered. Some days this village just saps the life out of me. Ah, there you are, Lily. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust the local girl. Assuming they remember her, that is. Hey, Lise. How you doing? Cynical youth. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of this bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Hey, don't be a dickhead to her. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends? Deigning to help us, poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefrid. I just talked to him. He told me to come check on you. But apparently he ran off over here. Okay, Lise. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but... looks like the other wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know, but if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do, either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd have never met Lily or the rest of you. And we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone, anyone, we need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Got that right, let's go. Who were Pirata? The Tributum and the Bloody Ratman, they... damn it all! You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Chichuran attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just in an old temple before they came, and listen. Rakata's the only family I've got. If I lose him, Zerata? If the Ratmen took him there, he's as good as dead. We've got to go get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. Yep, let's go. Gotta hurry. The gods only know what they could be doing to him. Shouldn't get her hopes up like that. Everyone knows the ramen eat their prisoners. If this sodden leg of mine was any good, we can save him if we hurry. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the tribunum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. Color of angry Chichirin. So, Rakata is being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Chichirin bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Let's go. Yeah, it's an angry dust cloud. Hey, don't fucking hit me from... Motherfucker hit me with the wind. He's like, catch this tornado. That's where we're going. Top of that bitch. Ready? No, that's just the random... How did they not trigger to me? Surveying. Please let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. You're one loud-ass motherfucker for me to hear you from up there. Hear that? I think it came from the top of that place. Who dares come to loot our man-flesh? Ours to eat! Ours to eat! We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. But you said there'd be no challenge. I also said there'd be a bloody host of them. I don't know. They don't seem like much of a challenge to me. Y'all slacking on your training? There it is. So I'm pretty sure earlier when I was looking at an ether current and it was saying it was south, this is the one that the compass is trying to take me to. I knew we were gonna get to go here at some point, so I didn't bother going that way. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Hey, Rakata. Damn it, another one sees me. I'll get to this eventually. I might not be tearing through them, but I'm also not really getting hurt. Between my chocobo and everything. Fire Augur, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Oh, wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be alright. My sister? Oh, Augur be praised, she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? I think there are still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Chicherin return in force. Do you still have the Tributum? Oh god, it's the Tributum. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. And like him, are barely considered people under the Imperial rule. They're to work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement. And as for your women folk, well, of course. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Black Wolf's pups. Listen, Lily and Meffred, I think we need to go after Regatta. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that. I do. I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can pick up his trail. Soiled sack. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing interesting. Withered flowers. You find nothing of interest. You see nothing. Nothing at all, motherfuckers. Rotting vegetables. Find nothing. There's a chocobo feather. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? Found a chocobo feather. A chocobo feather, is it? Aye. By my reckoning, it came from Bricada's bird. In which case, there's a clapped bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. They really see us all the way up there, and they're in the tower. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering around the bend and hear that? Get to cover quickly.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egan's can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Well, this is gonna be interesting of liberation. You heard shit. I think she looked over who we were sitting. We could have done something instead of just letting it happen. Mifford knew what he was talking about. I'd heard their commander was keen-eyed. Gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Also, oh, it was you. I was like, when did I see those red behind me? Giant-ass enemy. Homeward bound. Ricotta's alive and the tribune's paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We best get back to Elgiana and tell the elder his man got the job done. And the sister can see her brother. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Ricotta told me everything. How you fought with the Chicherin and saved his life. For all the good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Meffred's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong, like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Roger you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Ricotta and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well. I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was as stubborn as an ox, too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. I knew Curtis when he was younger. Golden locks and piercing blue eyes. When I finally looked into hers, I saw at once she was his. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Hey, I saw you over. You're so much faster than me, even though started running immediately. Ah, there's our stray. Maybe you should take the lead in this, Lily. Please. We got this. Sorry about running off like that. Limigians terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it. Day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels, or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Ricotta to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. Can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Edith. I remember how scared she was when we ran. And that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. Not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I'm looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? That I do. I said them. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. This isn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. How that rubbish I spouted about how I love my village. But when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Ricotta. But you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite that I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others. I know who have been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us. We're not hardened warriors like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralger's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No. I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Aw. To the Reach. If you don't mind, I was thinking of staying here and assisting Mefrid with the training of the new recruits. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. And it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling and troubling too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross in the battlefield, but when, not if. The day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegian, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Lily, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your help in Allegiana. I'll admit that I didn't have high hopes when we first set out, but the results speak for themselves. Well done. Our men go as one. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Commander Kempt, if I may. My name is Arnvald Lentitinus, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. If you don't remember, this dude was all the way back in, I'm pretty sure a Realm Reborn already. He was in the Waking Sands off to the side. I made a point to talk to him. I don't remember if I made a point to say he was in later as well, but if I did, you might remember him. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo. For an Alamigo where women, like my mother, are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of dear Abania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the signs of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Alden that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Valdiano. But, then, in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. And the other two we've talked to before, I'm pretty sure. I think we have, maybe not. Maybe they're later you can talk to them, I don't remember. 100% on that. They're also like background players. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Oriens and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards. Who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my house. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
He's like, bitch, you're sitting over a coward. At least she's giving us proposal. You're just sitting there talking shit. Feared it would take longer to rouse the people to action after the disaster at the wall, but it seems our countrymen are not so easily discouraged. Change is on the horizon, my friends. We won't have much time to train the new recruits, but we'll make the most of it, and the resistance will need every able-bodied man and woman in the field if we're going to take Veladina. Long ago did I resolve never again to take up sword or spear, at first for sport and then entirely, but a chance encounter with young Arnvald served to remind me that all the battles are as empty as those fought upon the bloodstands. But not all battles. Alphino asked for volunteers, so here I am. First Ishgard, now Alamigo. No rest for the righteous. For a long time I struggled to make sense of that day at the Waking Sands. Why I survived when Abad and Uyul didn't. Not anymore. Managa did well to spread the word of our victory in East End. Hardly a day goes by without some would-be recruit arriving, inspired by the tale. Arnvald is not much older than I am. We would often chat about this, and that whenever I paid a visit to the Waking Sands, I knew he had strong feelings about Alamigo and the occupation, but mayhap I underestimated his passion. It's all happening so fast. Isn't it exciting? Right, then I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Motherfucker's on my head again. Upheaval. Where's this stuff? Incense, the 30-second cooldown. I'll have to try it out later. I beg your pardon? The woman who bested Gaius Ben Belsar wishes to offer me her assistance? I say, this is highly irregular. Though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian, while my duties leave me scarce time for aught else. I think it important that these monumentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motives for taking up this cause, and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and Lily, thank you for your service, now and ever after. Oh, you take up arms. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know? And there's always a need for cooks. Or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Dash of green. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, would you go out and ask Teb for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Pretty sure that's the dude that was behind the one up here, so go back up here real quick. Maybe it wasn't. No, it was. I thought I saw his name behind. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. We'll take 2 and be glad of it. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised when you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach. Something growing right here. I don't know how I'm picking it up from that distance, but... Go talk to this other person. Which I was gonna say, I think it's one of the beast women. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. Yet nary one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These would-be warriors. Send them on to me, should you chance to find them. There's... They're all the fuck over here, I remember. So I wanted to grab them, because I'm like, I'm probably gonna see them randomly. Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps? Or to make amends for the ones I couldn't? My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. About recruit. I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first, and what the Imperials did to her. Death was a mercy. And like, they tortured her so badly that death was a mercy for her. Jesus. Huh? Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damn, if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamiga, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not. And if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship. If you live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land. Like as not. But that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. We got a double stack over here. And yes, I saw the recruit down there. I knew the recruit was here, I didn't remember that the herb was here. Fiery recruit. Huh? Training? Gah, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Brooding recruit. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly. I know. Till we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. The teacher calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor, you see? And, yes, of course. There's no time, if you would excuse me. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked? Yeah, I had to fetch 4 of them myself. Thanks. That'll do nicely, and, sorry to impose upon you, miss. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes. It's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake, as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Faint-hearted recruit. Oh, fucker, you were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. Now we gotta go ask this person. Like, genuinely, I have said this in the past. A lot of people said, like, people I know have said, once you get through Stormblood, Shadowbringer's so much better. And I'm like, I don't know. I like Stormblood. I don't think this is bad. I mean, obviously we're pretty early on, but like, yeah. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend that the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a flume of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Do-do-do-do-do. Here's your journal. Well met, Lily. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Yeah, here you go. As fascinating as they are varied, you have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Do-do-do. Time to go speak to the snake. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks. Enough. Fare you well. Hey man. Damn it all, where could it have gone to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? I'd been him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain. And I've not left the Reach since, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just easily buy another. But even so, please help me find it. Off we go. Ward of the Destroyer. Found it. Here you go, bud. I swear I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. It's in my hand. Here you go. 7 hells, that's the one. That's the lucky ward. Or my lucky ward. You're a godsend, sister. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monk. And then Theodoric came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories in the scripture, as my mother taught me. More men means we need more arms and armor, but we'll find a way. We've come this far, haven't we? I fear to. Okay. That was a repeat. Thank you. That was a repeat as well. Did I not speak to Minago before? And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Lily. I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Minago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Caspium Veladina to the General, personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to the Castrum Oriens before the operation? So, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I'll wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Estola will wish to remain here to support the Tarugans, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. Is that how they said it? Tarugans? I know those are healers, but I've like never learned how to say it. Do, 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 do. Hey, Kryl. Stella. Been to the peaks and back, have you? Glad to see you're in good health. Is Artemis? I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to recapture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalf. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Balsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilberd's primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the self-same cause I have served since the first I pledged to serve Master Louisoix in the Circle of the Knowing. The salvation of Eorzea, by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Menphilly, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Ishtolo for now, and tend to the wounded. As for you, Lily, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the woman who slew Gaius Van Balsar, and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero, and heap great expectations upon your shoulders. But you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. I'll fight. The Empire poses too great a threat. We can but carry on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. As long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. Alfie? Alfie? We can but carry on for those we have lost. No, as long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. Heh. Ever the adventurer. You live for these moments, do you not? Take care, Estola. Take care, Estola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Monago will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Lily? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Keshamarines would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Minago to wait a little longer. I mean, I already have my answer. I'm fighting. Is there ever any doubt? Like, what the fuck? She can give me a couple seconds while I ditch some stuff. I don't remember what I have where. This is a bunch of random shit. This should be combat related. I guess I never put like. Interesting. I thought I did. Oh well. I have some stuff I can put away easily enough. Oop. I know what's the fish one. Oh. Still had some fish on me though, apparently. Whatever. I'll organize that in, like, firmament video. Because we'll be needing to have room in that one, but we have enough for, like, completing a mission or two at least. Best make sure you've got everything you need. May not be coming back for a while. Grandfather stood with the army that faced the Garleans at Cartano. This is dangerously close to becoming a family tradition. So you will be accompanying us. Full glad I am to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. Graban. Hey, Pippin. I hear that Ralgar's Reach is overrun with new recruits. Did I not tell you that we needed only to inspire the people to rise up once more? Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I think I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegians, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is ready to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellium Veledina? Capture Veledina? That will not be easy, it will. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There's no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chance. Bring every able-bodied Alamegian who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veledina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. There are no objections, General. Might the Scions join Marshal Karopin? By all means. If that is all, let us be about it. An accurate assessment of their strength and weaknesses will be key to our success. Measure twice, cut once, as the Gardanians, carpenters, are so fond of saying. Taking Veladana will be the first significant step towards wresting Alamiga from the Empire's grasp. But make no mistake, there will be many more such steps, each one taken at cost. Castellum is less a military installation and more of a supply depot, a storage and distribution facility for surrounding area. That being the case, taking it will not only earn us a strategic foothold, but deprive our enemy of valuable resources. Comrade and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission, and see how he would like to proceed. In Crimson, it began. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of Imperial patrol. Our destination is beyond East End, just north of Valadina. Dina? I don't know how you say that. I've been fishing up fish with that name and so on and so forth. I still don't know how to say it. I think the other two ether currents are across the bridge. Well, like past the Liam bridge. I don't think I have to look for any more, but I could be wrong. If I am, we'll come back and get it another time. An instance. Even should they be unaware of our plans, I would be surprised if their western defenses were not heavily fortified given the presence of allied forces at the wall. Naught appears out of the ordinary at glance. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. Upon reconnoitering, I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Castellum Veladina. Several cutscenes will play in a sequence, so they're already telling you this. So yeah, this is probably the last mission we're gonna do. But yeah, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set a sufficient side to view these scenes in their entirety. This is where I wanted to end this video. It's after this. I don't remember exactly how long it is, but I was like, I knew there was going to be a lot of cutscenes and stuff, though.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Relga's Reach.
The Reach?
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You!
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Meffred.
Meffred! Help take you!
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. Ah, a magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
How?
Yashola.
Yashola!
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
Oh shit, Alpha.
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
We must save as many as we can. Gods help us. They're killing everyone. We have to stop them. There's still someone left to save.
It's all over now!
Imperials came from nowhere. Started cutting people down left and right. Reinforcements. We're here. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Tough, man, it's a bloodbath. Excuse me. Those monsters, these people had surrendered. They don't give two fucks. It's not too late for the others. We must hurry.
For the glory of the flames!
What the? Are these beastmen? The wolves. just so you can see. They're like wolfmen. They took Lise and the others deeper inside. You've got to. There. Not too late.
Rebel scum!
Oh well, a rescue party. Is it? We'll see about that. I'm trying to read the text when I can. Ah, in the 7 hells are you? You're a nightmare, bitch.
What took you so long? Alphino, I need your help! My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Hello, Xenos. We kill him here and now. We can end this.
As one!
I have no need for this rabble.
Begone!
Seven held.
Give me something to remember.
Better, but lacking, nevertheless. Weak.
Don't stop now.
It would seem I misjudged you. This ends now.
Pathetic. Seven hells.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lass?
Well enough, next time they'll pay. That for my favorite. I think my pride might have taken a knock.
Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
It's like the first fight that, like, we don't come out on top easily. Not only did we not come out on top, we got our ass beat.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work. The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
So I have a TikTok of this, but when I did this as my healer, she looks at us and is like, well, don't just stand there, you're a healer, aren't you? Help! And then you actually, like, stand down and your hand starts to go like that. I really like the scene about it. You did well, Lily. You saved lives, no matter what happens. Remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See to the wounded, Lily. If they live, help them. If not, move on. My friend lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm which you take for safekeeping. He was already cold when I got to him. There's naught I could do. The charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. It's just a sad moment. And Stola and Conrad are in the infirmary. You're worried about Stola, aren't you? It's too early to make any kind of prognosis, but she's alive, for now. If it wasn't for her, it'd be me lying there. I wish it was. Makes no sense. He brushed us aside as if we were nothing. Damn it, Alize. This is serious. You need rest. You seem ready to burst into tears. I'd fetch you a handkerchief, but... Renago? Meffred? Where are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Meffred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 miles so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course. Though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in quarry mail away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye. Well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can do our best, as he did. Meffred will be sorely missed, aye. But because of his sacrifice, many who live, for now, live who otherwise would not. And they need us, now more than ever. Aye, that I do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for him is all. I'll recover. My injuries aren't serious, though that was clearly by choice and not happenstance. They meant to take me alive. What can you do at a time like this other than curse the gods and your own powerlessness? Mr. Kemp seems quite shaken. Are they saying the same thing? Yeah. Hey, Pippin. Our defeat was no near thing. It was a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. We cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rogger's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Orans will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee the preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might be useful during the journey. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. No, I'm here to help. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying in Rome. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Is it actually in the room? It was. Give the medical supplies to the flame courier. Here you go. Miss, Marshal Turbin said you might have something for me? Yeah, here you go. Oops. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Ishtal and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry. I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Cryo. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castrum Orions. Let us pray they arrive safely. Master Kemp, your concern for your men's well-being is commendable, but I would urge you to consider your own. Divide and conquer. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated, and this state will not be mounting an assault on Castellum Dina, or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castrum Orions. Understood. We will go and speak with the general. Kind of want to like get this set up, and then move on and call it a video, because I do have things I need to do. I can see the Reach means a lot to these people, but it would be suicide to say. For more than a decade, the Resistance has resided here, hidden from the eyes of the Empire. And just when we set our sights on Veladina, they strike? Do you not find that passing strange? Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to Specula Impretorius after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Orions. We can discuss our path forward there. I wonder if they're the same last name or they're playing together. Kryla's with Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryla says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skull's commander cut down Mefrid. A single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegian. Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Oh, Leith.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Crania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. God help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varys' heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We fight and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
You know what Doma is. Doma's where you Geary and them are. This is where I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to get to the point of getting past that and also hearing we're traveling to Doma. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.